the next configuration that I'll analyze. There is one here that will occur then on the 28th of July at around 11 in the morning. That is, of course, universal time. Now you see, the south node represents that we should recognize as being obsolete. We don't need that anymore. It's something that we don't need anymore. Something that we should, throw away, forget about, run away from, perhaps. Run away from, but not just running away from. It's running to reach the north lunar node, which is right across here. So this lunar node represents the goal to reach. If you have a goal, of course, it is represented by the north lunar node. But the condition for that north lunar node, for that goal to be reached, is described by what the south lunar node represents. And it represents what I've just said, that from which you should detach yourself. To make your existential vehicle lighter. And your existential vehicle is nothing more than your life, which is the main thing, really. So the moon is going to trigger the energy of the south node, and it is going to trigger a bit later on in the day the energy of Mars. Mars represents action. So there will be a decision to make on that day, the 28th of July. If you don't make it, you will most probably deter your potential to reach your goal and or to find a solution to a problem. Mars is in discordance with Venus, which is here. Venus is in Gemini. So the discordance is going to make it perhaps a little bit more difficult to decide, to let go of, to forget about, to run away from, because there is a kind of sentimental attachment to that south lunar node or whatever it represents. And love can have a detrimental effect on our lucidity. We are not really objective when we're in love, or when we do things out of love, we may do the wrong thing just because we don't see the situation or the person as that situation or person is really. That is something that you need to just keep in mind. It could create love at first sight. And love at first sight is very exciting, very intense, but it can burn very quickly. And it can lead to pain. Love hurts. That's what the song says, and it's true that it can. And because we see here also that Chiron forms an inconjunct with Mars and the south lunar node, we'll need to be aware of the fact that during this period, the summertime in the northern hemisphere, we should look after our health, exercise, but not too much, and, take advantage of the sunshine, but not too much. Being reasonable. Reasonable will help you deal with any potential health issue that could stem from well, an attitude that would be wrong. And when I say health, of course, it's health as such, as usual, or health in some area of your life. The fact is that the inconjunct represents a tendency to postpone. So if there is something to do, a decision to make that concerns your health or health in some area of your life, do it. Don't wait. Anyway, that is once again the role of your free will to decide whether you are going to go ahead with making the decision or not. The next transit of the moon is when it reaches the early degrees in Libra. And